day, you beautiful, awesome people, and welcome back to the First Impressions series! I am so sorry I had to hesitate there, but I was kind of containing my excitement for this game. I cannot believe that this is happening. I am playing Minecraft Dungeons for the PS4, even though it starts off with Xbox games, which is kind of a little bit of irony that I'm playing this on the PS4. So, when this was first announced, I can't remember the general reaction to this game. I think people were like, oh my god, they're just milking Minecraft even further, since there's been a couple of other Minecraft games that have come out before Minecraft Dungeons. However, me seeing this, and being a Diablo fan that I am, was like, oh my god, this looks really cool. And I'm someone who is naturally gets really excited for a lot of games, regardless if they, don't get the best of public reception. I generally do get excited for a game that, to me, looks appealing. So this, to me, is huge excitement. As I said, I love Diablo 3. I love Diablo 2, even though at the moment when I play the remastered version, it does slightly give me a little bit of a headache. But that's something I can look past, considering that particular genre of, what is it? It's like MMOs or something like that. I just generally enjoy. So I used to be a big Minecraft fan back in the day. We're talking very early days of Minecraft we're talking here. So Minecraft mixed in with Diablo, it sounds like a perfect time to me. So the question we're going to answer with this is this going to be something that I can cover on my channel or as a stream? I'm more probably going to be looking at, is this more of a streamable game? I've had a few people tell me to go review this game just for streams, so I'm hoping the reception I've had from my audience in regards to this game is going to be a yes, I can stream this game, and it's going to be one of those great games that I can use to interact with my audience. So straight off the bat, I can already see things like text-to-speech, which I'm probably not going to have. Subtitles, yes. Enemy outline color, red. What do we have? Orange, yellow, gold, green, mint green, pink, magenta, purple, lavender, white, red. I think I'll leave it red. We'll see how it goes in regards to like what enemy outline color works best. I don't even know like what I'm getting into in regards to color palettes, so red could potentially blend in for all I know. So I'll leave it there for now. Chat wheel type, press and select. I don't really know what that's going on about, so I'll leave them for now. Icon should not be visible. Icon should be barely visible. Yes, on my TV that works fine. So I'm curious to see if this is going to still blend in with Minecraft, or they're going to use the Minecraft, I guess, IP, but then expand it into a Diablo-esque type of game.
But all he found was hatred.
Why does this even feel like Diablo? It's like, all he found was hatred.
Blind to whatever end. Until at long last, the illager found something.
Oh, it's an illager, not a villager.
That would change him.
Wait, aren't illagers bad? Like, they're the ones that cast omens?
The orb of John.
Because I'm not up to date with the current Minecraft stuff. Like, I'll play it on and off to kind of just fill in some time. And then the new mobs they've added in, last I heard there was bees, and then the nether and all that got updated to have like really cool stuff. So there's probably going to be mobs in this game that I'm not familiar with.
They would fall.
But I am getting some serious Diablo vibes at the moment. It's not funny, like the amount of Diablo vibes I'm getting. I'm not sure if that's,
Would have the valor.
I don't know if it's just something that's intended to have that feel, or it's just very easy to have the Diablo feel to it. Story-wise, I'm talking, not playstyle. Considering I think, was it Diablo that kind of made that popular, or was that World of Warcraft that made that genre popular? Anyways, that's our story for Minecraft Dungeons. We're going to take down an illager that got the, what was it, the Orb of Dominance? Alright, so we gotta make our person. Is there anything that's locked off at the moment? Or, lovely DLC. I did get some DLC, but it looks like I didn't get all of it, so I can't see the last two. That looks like a black mage from Final Fantasy. I wonder if there's gonna be a couple of characters like that. Could be Horizon Zero Dawn, I think. Wouldn't have a clue. That kind of looks like Kratos, but I don't think it's Kratos. I think I'm really pushing it there. And then there's just gonna be like random mobs. That's Steve and is it Stevie? I can't remember the female one that the character default for female. Can we like customize any of these, or do we have to use like the default skin? Ignore me while I'm having a moment. I can't even rotate them around, so that kind of sucks. So I can't see what they look like from behind. Let's have. I can't. So Okay, so. Oh no, you can change skin, but you can't customize them. Aha! Lovely. I kind of felt customization could have been a thing, like, you know, you got your skin like that, but you could have easily changed colors and all that. I thought that might have been a thing, but I guess not. Anyways, we'll go with that. You can play local multiplayer if you put in a second control offline game, which we're gonna leave. Accessibility, we do have settings and all that, so game. Brightness, tutorial hints, HUD scale, so they're things to definitely keep in mind. Especially if you don't like a big HUD. Oh wait, I went back. Customize controls, so what have we got? Melee, ranged attack, use item, item 2, item 3, heal, roll, then you got things for online. Pause, friends menu, open map, open inventory. Seems pretty easy, which is good. Nice simplistic controls. Vibration. Then there's audio. They're all pretty good. Not credits. Intro video, accessibility. So text to speech, subtitle. Oh really? Is that it? Okay. Oh, there is is accessibility what I just accessed. Wow. Okay, I was expecting a wee bit more. Also, it looks like this game doesn't play at 1080p according to my OBS. It looks like it's playing at 720p. Is that an option that I can change? I was just looking at it on OBS thinking I've set OBS up wrong, but nope. Okay. That's a thing. Alright, well, I'll just start again. Traveling to Squid Coast. Although, even just looking at my TV screen, it's not playing at the 1080p either. It's playing at the same dimensions as what Digimon Cyber Sleuth does for PS2, PS4. PS2, yeah, I've been playing my PS2 recently, you can tell, because I just said PS2 instead of PS4.
The village is burning. No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch-Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you.
Well, I will say, it definitely did keep to the whole Minecraft aesthetic, although that isn't too hard to do considering it's voxel. Which I generally do love the voxel art stuff. Oh! So the first thing I did was, use my right analog stick, and I didn't realize that was a roll, and I rolled straight off. I just assumed that was going to be like my camera. Alright, you can also roll with the R1, or you can have direction with your analog stick, so you could potentially roll behind. No arrows. I just used a potion when I didn't mean to. Good. Oh, it's a refill, like auto refill, so unlike Diablo where you need to have potions on hand, this one gives you like a cooldown on a health refill. So I don't jump, I just walk. Okay, so no jump. So I guess we just follow the marker at the moment. So we just picked up a emerald. I guess we just follow the markers at the moment. Barricades? Barricades aren't in Minecraft, are they? Can you actually craft barricades now? Or is that just a Minecraft dungeon aesthetic only? It feels so out of place to see, like, something that's not a voxel. That is so weird. Like, I kind of wish, like, unless you can craft barricades, and I am just so out of the loop on Minecraft, I will take that back as a criticism, but it feels so out of place. Everything else fits in so well with the universe, because we have like all these items that do exist in the Minecraft universe. Oh, a skeleton archer. And yet the barricades look weird because they're not in that squarish shape. I know, that could be just a minor little nitpick, but it generally does look a little off when everything in the world is square, and then you have things that aren't really fitting into that type of description. I don't know, that, as I said, it's probably my personal nitpick. It will probably grow on me after a while. As I said, it just feels weird seeing something that's not square. I did like the auto lock on too with the arrows, that's nice. The red outline so far doesn't seem to be all that bothersome either. I was a bit worried that it might have blended in, although it looks like we can change that at any time, so that may not be an issue. It could be later down the track that might become an issue. As I said, it just depends on the colour palette that we're working with for the locations. Got supplies, more arrows, and some bread. Oh, extra regeneration. So it's kind of like the regeneration spell that you find on the overworld in Diablo. Can I run any faster or no? I can dodge, that's just about it really. I guess we just use the roll to move quickly. Oh, okay, I'm being locked out. Are you the illager? Survived the ambush. I was like, is that it? Well, that was a pathetic... Oh, okay, level up. Enhancement point. Okay, so skill point, basically. Every level up gives you an enhancement point, which are used to upgrade items. Open the inventory to try it out. So this is my inventory screen. Enhanced gear. Select an item of your gear that you want to enhance. So bow, select enhancement. You can choose from the randomized enhancements for every item. Select one now. So 5-second cooldown. And that need a 4-second cooldown is 2 enhancement points. What is that? Fireworks arrow. Artifact in inventory. You picked up an artifact. Open the inventory to equip it. Puts a firework arrow in your quiver. The arrow explodes on hit. 40 range damage, 30-second cooldown. So if I only got one of it, you can use it whenever you want. There you go. Pull. Oh, wrong button. Ah! Wrong button altogether. I am stuck. How did I get there? It's like, how did I get in that spot to begin with? Good job, me. Oh, that's interesting. I like how that there's plainly a gap there, but the roll looks like, oh, you can roll over small little gaps. Interesting. I wouldn't have suspected that. That was just a trial and error type of thing, like, since we don't have a dedicated jump button. Ow, I've got an itchy head. Use the artifact. We have it on our square button. I guess I will use it and probably waste it. I wonder if there's any secret items if you go off the beaten track, like there is in Diablo, like little secret missions. Like... Oh, okay. Probably not. Nah, I just assumed that was gonna be like a secret area. It just looked like a secret area. I mean, if you played enough Diablo and all that, you'd be like, oh yeah, secret area here. Then just be disappointed. Nah, that looked like you could climb that. Oh. Anything else around here before I move on? Like, I mean, it's nice having all this cool landscape and all, but if you can't do anything here, then it's a wee bit pointless. Oh, rip to that. Because like in Diablo, you'd go there and there'd be like a spawn or something that would come up.
They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them.
And just try and trap you, and you get like a boss enemy or something like that that pops up, a higher level that you can take down with, you know, great skill. You get rewarded early with a ton of experience or a rare item, that type of thing. I was generally expecting, what is this? A fishing rod, the trusted companion of any true adventurer. The fishing rod is useful for more than just fishing. Oh, really now? Alright, well, I guess after you defeat a mission, you have to go to the map. There is also difficulty increases. So, similar to Diablo, but the difference being is Diablo, you select it and it affects the entire game, whereas this, you can go to a mission and select your difficulty at said part of the story. So that is something that's a wee bit different. I think I have played games similar to that, where you do it at that particular point of the mission instead of applying it to the entire thing. So that's a tutorial, so you can't change that one. We'll keep it at default easy, and then I'll replay it at a higher difficulty and see if you can go to 1.3 straight off the bat. And then see if there's any consequences for dying. Because you did pick up a totem. I think it's called a totem. And you got revived. So I'm assuming if you die before you pick up the totem again, it's a permadeath at that point. This is taking a long time to load. Okay, there's a lot of zombies here.
All free folk are now enemies of the Illager Empire. Somewhere in these woods, a caravan is transporting villager prisoners to labor in far-off lands. Find the caravan and stop the Illagers, or there's no telling what dreadful doom will befall our villager friends.
So we're gonna make it through the forest. Free the villager. And again, by habit, I went to think that was my camera. And I have brilliant aim, as you can tell. I have no arrows. What am I doing? Oh, I do have 80 arrows. Never mind. So the arrows are... Looks like the zombies are one of the weakest. An apple. Regeneration for 3 seconds. Wonder where they're coming from. Nice. I was trying to take out a couple of them through sniping them from a distance. That was a terrible aim. As I said, this game does have an auto lock on, which is nice. So it makes it a little bit easier to do the lock on, whereas in Diablo you have to do the lock ons yourself. So it's not as advanced as Diablo. I was kind of expecting a bit more of a Diablo-S type of game. I mean, it is Diablo-S, don't get me wrong, but not that far in depth when it comes to mechanics. So it's a little bit easier, so the accessibility... See what I mean by... I was expecting that in the tutorial level, where you go off the beaten track, and the tutorial teaches you if you go off the beaten track, you find stuff. So then, if you don't teach your players that, they won't go and explore. There's the caravan. So, I'm a little bit disappointed by that little lack of detail in the tutorial. Because normally in a lot of games, a game will teach you, hey, there's secrets, or you will find stuff if you don't follow the marker all the time. What did I just pick up? So yeah, the fact that I didn't hint, nudge, nudge to that, I don't know. People might figure it out, but then at the same time, I wonder how many people just walk by that without thinking, oh, I don't have to go that way because the marker doesn't say go that way. Whereas I said in games like Diablo, I can't think of any example. Oh no, there is Torchlight and Pillars of Eternity. I'm not too sure about Pillars of Eternity, but Torchlight did encourage you to go off the beaten track for some subquests and all that. And Pillars of Eternity I only played a little bit because at the time I played, they didn't have a dedicated Australian server, so it made it very hard to play with huge amount of lag, and I kept despawning from the game all the time because of that. And that's the last time I played Pillars of Eternity, but I will pick it up again. Because I've heard a lot of good things about Pillars of Eternity, and that it's improved so much. So I'll pick up them. I don't know what the big bow was. I'll have a look at my equipment a little bit later on. Nice, that was a creeper. Goodbye. Since it's not telling me to, like, go down here, I would have assumed... Ow! So there's still fall damage. It's like, I'm assuming that there's going to be some hidden treasure down here for, like, emeralds. Which I haven't found out what emeralds are for yet. I'm assuming they're going to be for shops and buying stuff. To what extent, though, I haven't got a clue. So we'll keep marching on. Down this way. I can just see the marker. Audio-wise, there is a weird amount of ambience. Like, here and there, it'll do a little bit of a build-up for, like, action and all that. But then again, Minecraft itself... Ooh, that's what you do. Minecraft itself doesn't exactly have, like, a, you know, bombasting type of OST. But then again... Ow! The only difference, really, between... Minecraft and this is... Minecraft is meant to be a very relaxing type of game, whereas this is a little bit more action-packed. So I don't mind the amp... Woo! 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 That was a little too close for comfort. I kind of... I mean, it is only early day, I would say, as well, so... I'm kind of hoping the OST picks up just a wee bit more to kind of, you know, build up the intensity a little bit. You know, make us feel like we're an epic warrior on our way to save people. Because even Diablo's got like a wee amount of OST building up behind it. And I love listening to Diablo music. No! I should have rolled. So that's why the roll's handy. Mainly to get away from creepers before they go boom. Now what did you drop? Swiftness. Like that, for example. So it's kind of good. I was like, I'll purposely miss a creeper just to see if the roll does get us away from safety. Which it does, and can even defuse a creeper at the same time. So potion of swiftness. Couple of Baba sheep. Oh, why is it... I hope not all the sheep are white, because you can find all different colour sheeps in Minecraft, so... Feeling lost, open your map. I've just been ignoring that, by the way. Because it's a little hard to get lost. Because as I said, you're not really going off the beaten track like you do in Diablo. Because in Diablo, the game wants you to explore. Whereas in this game, it's more of a linear type of track. Which is... It's both good and bad, don't get me wrong. But I do love the fact that Pillars of Eternity, Torchlight, Diablo give you opportunities to go off the beaten track for subquests and all that. So to go more on a linear type of feel with a game like this, I don't know, for me personally, it feels a little but it might work for this game. We'll see how it goes. What is that? Oh, one of the armored zombies again. It was like my arrow's getting eaten up there. Right, level up. So I got another skill point there. Or enhancement point. Might use this one. Did I use it on my sword last time or my bow? I used it on my sword, I'm pretty sure. It's like I might use it on my bow this time, just so my bow gets an upgrade. So it doesn't get left behind in the dust. But going back to the whole point of like, this feels a little too linear for my like. Oh wait, hold on. Travel? Wait. Ah! Because I was like, if there's nothing off the beaten track, then I've got no reason really to go off the beaten track and explore if they don't reward for it. That's what I was really trying to get at is, if they keep it linear, then I kind of feel there's no point going through and exploring if it's not rewarded. Which is a bit of a shame, because they could easily... What? Is that a... What is that? You picked up a hunter's armor. Another potion of swiftness. Fine then, I'll use my arrows on ya. I'm stuck. I think that's all I had to do, or it was a time thing where I got stuck for. Because it was a shame, considering the aesthetics so far and the creativity they've put into making villages and all that. How nice would it be if they did like a derelict, rundown type of area, and they had big mob bosses spawning for it? Like, how cool would that be? Or you go into like little caves and you take down big spawns of like spiders to receive like artifacts or something like that, or huge amount of experience. You know, the possibilities I could have done for little side quests or optional missions, or just something to make it feel a little bit more expansive. I know it feels like I'm rattling on about it, but it's just, I don't know, it kind of feels like it's missing something, because, you know, I am kind of just walking in a linear direction. I'm going forward, that's it. Whereas in Diablo 3, Diablo 2, and even the original Diablo, as soon as you got access to your character and you walked out into the, you know, infested world of Diablo's minions, you had the opportunity to go explore derelict, rundown buildings and see what was in there, go into caves and explore them, come across big whopping monsters, and got rewarded for showing off your skill in taking them down for like early game weapons or early big experience. That type of thing. That's kind of what, I don't know, it feels like it's missing. Otherwise it's too linear. And linearity, as I said, it's not... Oh, wait, what's this do? R2. Oh, it's... Oh. Okay. Oh! Okay. You could throw TNT, and I think I just wasted that TNT. Wait, did that activate something? Or no? See what I mean? Like, you could have stepped on that, and it could have been a secret elevator or something. Because I know what Minecraft's capable of. I've seen some of the like, that's kind of cool. Seeing all the flowers pop down, like, that's a neat little thing. But I kind of feel they didn't really... Because, like, there's redstone mechanics in Minecraft. Imagine all the neat little traps they could have done with redstone contraptions, where you had to go through and destroy redstone stuff. that it would have been pretty neat, actually. I would have loved to have seen what the developers could come up with for redstone contraptions for traps. Alright, next objective, find the exit, which we've already found. Which is over here, and plus the game tells you where the exit is. And you can probably turn all that off too, so you can have a bit of a harder experience without being spoiled and everything, I guess. Alright, what's up next? Actually, I should probably do... What was it again to get in? Oh, plus up. What was it? And I've got none left. And I didn't mean to turn my map on down. Although, even the map looks so Diablo-esque. It's not, like... It feels like they tried to go for Diablo, but then decided to try and go in their own way. So it's a mishmash between what feels like Diablo at some points, and then they tried to do, like, their own twist on it. I don't know, it's just... Geez, that took a long time to explode. I probably should have shot an arrow at it. That's what I said, it's a weird mishmash. And it sort of works, but at the same time, it also feels like it's missing something. And I can't really put my finger on it. Other than that, so far, it does look visually quite nice. It has that nice Minecraft aesthetic, and everything, besides a couple of things here and there, have that general Minecraft feel to it. It's something that you could almost imagine you building in Minecraft. Ah, you can also kill the sheep for, like, mutton. Maybe not. Maybe they all... Oh, maybe it's a random chance that they'll drop, unless I've already got it activated. Nope. It's like, maybe you could kill the sheep. Yeah, because that gave me regeneration. It's like, maybe that'll give me another apple. That's a ravine. Let's not fall down there. Goodbye. That was a terrible shot. Try that again. Wow! They came close to me and I could not shoot for the living life of me. So it's like every couple of seconds my poisonous cloud ability kicks in. And same with like, oh! Same with like the echo on my sword. Looks like the Illager's back. Let's not fall down that little gap in the bridge. That was armoured. I was like, excuse me, that was a direct hit! Oh, that was victory.
These villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you.
Alright, so that was on easy. Because it's like, something's missing. It's too linear. I mean, I'm familiar with the type of mechanics, so if I bump it up to 1.3, for this early on in the game, is it still plausible to beat? That's my question. And I'm not even using things like artifacts and all that either. So... there is a blacksmith here. Random gear. Get a... It's like loot boxes. Hunter's armor. It feels like loot boxes. Wait, supplies you found... That's probably because of my DLC, I wonder. Because as I said, I kind of got it, but I'm not really too sure what I got out of it. These are just training dummies. I even brought back the Minecraft music. Hey! Okay, that unlocks after something. It's like, it's nice to hear like the original Minecraft OST. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. I generally cannot see what's around here because it's so clumped together, so I'm assuming there's nothing down here then, and it probably just unlocks later on as we progress through the game. So let's see, is there anything here? Nope. So let's see. Oh wow, a lot of things just opened up then. So we just did this. So if I bring it up to 3, recommended power 10, 2.7 difficulty, gear and artifact power 1 to 11. Well, if I do this at 1.3, just starting the game, is it possible to beat? Let's find out! Because I know in Diablo, you need to be a certain level by the time you do a certain difficulty. So you beat the game, you then increase it, depending on what level you are by the time you beat the entirety of the game. And then go on from there, and if it's too hard, you can decrease it, but the difficulty levels work a bit different in Diablo compared to this game. Oh wow, is that generally how many mobs I'm coming up against? Or is that just part of the cutscene? Ooh. I am not doing an awful lot of damage, but that's to be expected since this is harder difficulty. We should be able to level up a bit faster because it is a harder difficulty, so I'd assume, you get more of an experience boost? That's normally what happens in Diablo, you get much more experience. That's a giant mob. Nice, got my poison cloud, which is what I wanted. Goodbye. More arrows, because I'm using a hell of a lot of arrows here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Try and drive them off a little bit. I mean, yes, I do have to kind of kite a little bit with my arrows. Shadow form. I guess that's spell of a potion of invisibility. If that's a thing. Alright, gotta level up. As I said, I'm not sure if we're getting an experience boost. I think we are. I pressed the wrong button. It was meant to be, oh no. Goodbye. It does have a cooldown. So it's not just a one-use item. It's has a cooldown. Alright, I'm gonna have to start utilizing that. Oh, that's a pretty quick cooldown. I was expecting it to be a little bit of a longer cooldown. Considering how good it is. That's a giant one. Goodbye. Oh wow, you lived! I have 24 arrows left. Well, that was a big chunk of my arrows. And I think I'm in trouble after that. I kind of wish I used that on the big guy. Alright, I got my arrows back. Oh, there's a guy in the water. I got 8 arrows left. Ow, ow, ow. Make that 5 arrows. Wow, that was pathetic. There's a couple of arrows in my head. Whee! I missed the arrowhead. Alright, well, is there a big guy? Nice shot, but I didn't get any arrow drops. The only thing I don't know about this game... Oh, I'm all out of arrows. Rip! The only thing I don't know about this game, if it's cross-play, so if people have this on other platforms, are they able to play with like a PS4 player? I'm Mr. Arrowbody. I'm a pincushion. I have a ton of arrows in my head. Ow. Not much I can do. Oh, wait, yes I can. Use your noggin. Ow, 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 ow. Sugar! I think I just bit off more than I could chew just then. I am getting through there, like, there's no denying that. I do have some upgrades. Summons a wolf to aid you in battle. 30-second cooldown. Sword, which is common. Bow, common. What's that? A stick. Oh, it's a fishing rod. Pulls the closest mob in range. That's an artifact. Oh, okay, so it gives me 10 arrows per bundle. Should I use that? You can also salvage as well. So I should have a wolf. Okay, that chopped the skeletons down to size. I got some arrows! Yes! Oh no! Oh no! Never mind, my quick reflex is there on my potion. I might need to upgrade the axe though. I mean, I do have an upgrade that I can use. Whoops. Increased damage. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, I think I'm gonna be out of trouble for a little bit. Because now we just picked up a sword. A common one, I'm pretty sure, too. Got some regeneration for, what, 10 seconds it was? Okay, well, the axe is making short work of the armoured mobs. Especially with the enhancement on it. I mean, yeah, it's still difficult, that's for sure. But it seems like it is plausible, especially if you know what you're doing. Ooh! Ooh, hey! The tree ate my arrow! That's annoying. It's like here, for example, they could have spawned up some, like, mobs or something to surprise attack me. And no! Little things like that. Although it could be for a higher difficulty, but still. Just little tiny things like that the game is kinda missing. That's what I kind of feel like. But as I said, if they do it in the later levels, then so be it. I'll redact my criticism. Goodbye. Why is there a lone little creeper in here? No reason. Now we've got an illager. I think these are illagers, aren't they? There's a cow over there. Wait. You're coming for me, dude. Same with you. You have a big target on my head. It's alright, you do too. Goodbye. The red outline kind of suits these dudes too. I swear I just heard a I didn't realise Waluigi was in this game. Aye! Yeah, no, my fault. I should have rolled. My reflexes weren't on that. Did I dodge that or no? Don't really know what I was doing there. Wow, even the cow's a bit bulkier. Last time I smacked that, that was a one shot, although I was using a bit of a better weapon, I suppose. I have no idea what... Well, that is a boss. See what I mean? This is what it needed earlier. We got it. Oh, it's no longer a boss. So there are some instances where a boss will happen, but it needs... I am out of arrows. That happened quickly. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Also, I don't know what happened to my wolf. Did I not use it? Yeah, it's got double damage on it, similar to that of like... Oh! What Diablo would have. I'm out of arrows. It's like, I would like that, but we ain't getting it. Nice. I love how the sheep even got tankier with the, like, difficulty boost. We should be coming up to where I rescue all of the caravan now. Ah. Okay, this is where having arrows would be handy. Just getting past all the spiders. Kinda have to just resort to spinning my control stick if I'm stuck. It's the only way I can fend myself whilst being stuck. Just until someone drops me some arrows, that'd be nice. This will actually generally be very fun though with co-op. Like, if this allows what, 4 people? I can level up, nice! But yeah, I could definitely see this being fun. I mean, Diablo 3, I haven't done Torchlight or Pillars of Eternity in multiplayer, I will say that. But Diablo 2 and 3 in multiplayer is really fun, so... This definitely would end up being quite a fun co-op. Especially on stream, like playing with subs or something like that. That would generally be quite fun. Like, there's no denying that. Any game that has a really nice co-op system, especially on harder difficulties, that might be a little bit hard for one person to take down, depending on skill level, of course, with asterisks there. Tends to be really good games. I think this game would probably be built on more of a co-op type of thing rather than a single player. It definitely feels like it is going for the multiplayer or the co-op experience. That's what I'm getting from this. I mean, yes, it can be played as a single player. If it couldn't be played as a single player, oh boy, would I be having some remarks about that. Because a lot of companies seem to be forgetting that single player is indeed a valid campaign option, regardless of what they think. Oh, I just realised, I just saw where my level up experience is. Ha! Shows how much I was paying attention to my HUD. I wasn't, in other words. So yeah, there's like a little experience bar down the bottom. I was wondering where the experience bar was, because in Diablo it's very well seen where the experience bar is. They made it so it's quite visible. Whereas in this game, it's a little bit on the smallish side, but then again, I guess it's one of those you don't really think about it unless, I don't know, you're on an experience grind to try and get max level. Piggy, 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 piggy! Piggy, piggy! Thank you, piggy! Aww! Piggy, piggy got me stuck in a web. Yeah, taking these down with like arrows is so much easier. I have a lot of arrows too. Oh, I'm stuck again. So I wonder if this is going to be easier to play on certain consoles, because as I said, I'm playing this on PS4, and I'm assuming this is also on the Switch. It shouldn't be that much different on the Switch, considering if you use a Pro Controller, it'd be no difference at that point. And since this looks like it's playing at 720p, as I said, it looks like it because my OBS is showing it at 720p rather than a 1080p game. Even though this is on the PlayStation Pro as well, I was assuming it would have Pro stuff, but they've bumped it down to 720. I wonder if that's a choice so it can be ported easier? Okay, this is the last part of the game, at this particular level anyways. So I'm curious about that. So it means it should run pretty well on the Switch, so it should drop down any issues for lag, especially for multiplayer, for those who have weaker internet connections. I think that's going to be why they would have bumped it down. 720, it shouldn't take that much of a connection, really, to connect up with other people. I don't know, that's my only assumption why it's only at 720. Since most internet providers these days can handle 720p. I mean, heck, even Telstra can handle 720p. Hello, you want a piece of this meat, do ya? Whoa, that lag! What the hell? I was just talking about how this game's at 720p to prevent lag, and then I suddenly just get a big lag up. What the... Thank you for making me out to be an optimistic person about the FPS of this game. Considering it still managed to lag up. Okay, so slight lag issues can happen, which I'm really surprised about. I didn't think this would be so graphically demanding or heavy on the FPS. Wow, what is with the frame drops? Okay, so the game does stutter a little bit. It only looks like it's... Wow, really? Even I'm a little bit confused by that. It's like, it doesn't look like it'd be so demanding, but apparently it is at certain points. Goodbye. Goodbye. I mean, it's no God of War, don't get me wrong. Or Horizon Zero Dawn. That's why I'm confused by the sudden frame drops. Whoa. Okay. No idea. Was not expecting a voxel game to have sudden FPS drops. That's the last thing I was expecting. Alright. Well, game does stutter, even on single player. And as I said, was not expecting that. So that's a thing. And I am playing on a PlayStation Pro, which says an awful lot. This thing is a beast. Like, it can handle some heavy stuff. So I'm a little bit... If it is on the Switch, I'm a little concerned how the Switch would play then. If the Switch is going to have just as bad FPS problems, if the PlayStation Pro's having FPS drops. It's kind of one of those moments where I wish they had an FPS counter so I could see how badly the FPS drops are. Alright, we're nearly at the end. Whoops! I can't aim! Even with an auto-aimer, I still can't aim. Ouch! Stop using me as a pincushion. I think I missed, just. I was a stupid dum-dum and tapped my analog button when I shouldn't have. Goodbye! Come on, give me a poison cloud. Cute. Obviously, being only level 1, I'm not expecting an awful lot, but it is nice when it does pop up. Anything around? Oh, yep. Whoops. I just got skeleton raided. Get rid of that big guy with a firework. It might have been a little bit of an overkill, but it helped find the exit. So the answer to the question, can you do 1.3 just starting the game? Yeah. Definitely looks like it. I got an emerald drop there, nice. So I think the exit's just around the corner here. Really? Been guarding herself behind a fence like a little coward. Come and fight like a real skeleton. Ha, look at that awesome throw I did. I just threw it and ran, and it did an awesome job just getting rid of everyone. Though that poison cloud is quite strong, isn't it? Like, it's gonna be really good when it gets that upgrade, that's for sure. And that firework artifact is just sweet! And that gets rid of a lot of things too, plus its cooldown is relatively quick considering all things too. Like normally an artifact that has an AoE effect normally takes a wee bit longer to cool down, so they're definitely doing it for a lot more accessibility or allowing it so more people can play this game. I think that's the reason I could be overthinking my criticisms here, that you know, the intended audience isn't exactly Diablo audience, is it? So I could be just being a wee bit harsh. So keeping that in mind, okay, yes, the linear... Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, God, my health. Can I have my health back, please? I mean, yes, this is kind of what I expect from Diablo, where you go into areas like this. And it's like, ooh, what's there to be found? Is that just a death drop? I think it is. I think it's just a death drop. There should be some more enemies popping up. I am so fine with arrows now. My arrows are not an issue. Beginning of the level, yeah, it was looking like it. The arrows were going to be my main concern. And yes, I know I've got to level up. Escape Creeper Woods. Get rid of the spellcaster. Oh wait, this is the end. Now we're going to have a couple of spells here. This will help us unlock the end. Excuse me, that didn't tickle! You fiend! You monster! I'll take that regeneration though. Oh my god, please aim! And that's not at the game, that's at me for just playing like a nub. I mean, there's certain times where the auto aim doesn't kick in properly, but that's fine. There we go, victory!
These villages are free from the class.
Alright, so you can do 1.3 just right at the start, so that's not an issue. So if you're up for a bit of a challenge, 1.3 is possible. So that's good to know. I mean, yes, it is hard, especially at lower stats, but it is possible to do. Projectiles hit 91%, healing done, chest opened, 40%, yay! Deathcap Mushroom. Eaten by daring warriors before battle, the Deathcap Mushroom drives fighters into a frenzy. Did I end up using, like, the... Oh, I didn't, that's why. Ha! I didn't end up using it. Wait, is my... 20% ranged and melee damage. When you're at full HP, you deal increased range. And the other one was cooldown. Oh, it's cooldown for like everything. Ah, maybe that's why. All my stuff was refreshing a lot quicker than I thought. Stunning. So I guess I just keep playing until I get like decent weapons and all that. I mean, it looks like that's the better one for sword. So it's got a stun chance instead of echo. The one with echo was this one. Some of your attacks can be followed up by another attack in rapid succession. This one was for damage. So I do like my pickaxe, but it was a wee bit weaker. It was only by 1, but yeah, I must have picked up that new sword for deal more damage. I keep thinking that's a quiver, but it's not. And that's a weaker bow. I didn't pick up any more artifacts, so that's a thing. I do have 2... We'll activate that. I probably should have activated it on this one, so I can have like 6 damage per second on my poison cloud. Alright, we'll do one more mission. Wolf armor. Hey! 20% weapon damage boost aura, health potions, heal nearby allies. And I still have more emeralds to use. Crossbow, faster projectiles. And I'm all out of emeralds there to use. So crossbow is greater than that one. So it might have been good that I didn't do it. 8 increase per shot. It's the same. Oh wait, this has got 2. Surprise gift. 50%. What's the other one? There's like... Oh wait. There's a couple of them. Oh. Wait. Ah, so there's like a couple of skills on them. Or enhancements. Ah, okay. So there's ones with like 1 enhancement on it. And then there's others that have more than 1. Oh, that looks so cool! Oh, that's neat. Alright. So we unlocked a couple of more things. So redstone mines, cacti cannon, and pumpkin pastures, soggy swamp. There's also island realms. Alright, this is something else. Travel to mainland. DLC. Alright, so maybe it's like post-game stuff. Should I just do soggy swamp? So this one goes ramping all the way up to 5. Oh la la, wow, my power is 4 and they want 22 for that one. I'll start off easy. So we'll do this one and that's probably going to be the end of my first impressions in regards to this game. So what do I think of it overall so far? As I said, my criticisms may not be valid because I'm trying to think of this as a Diablo game, which it's not. It does have the basic mechanics that you would see in Diablo or Pillars of Eternity and those type of games, but it's been done in a way so it's accessible to all ages, whereas Diablo games or Pillars of Eternity, maybe not so much. I could even include World of Warcraft maybe in that particular lump of games as well, since it is an MMO, which is exactly what this game's... I think that's the genre, MMO. So aesthetically it's very nice. OST is very ambient, so I'm trying to think, yes it does work, but I'm trying to think when like the action kicks up, I'm really hoping the music amps up as well to try to suit the action. It's like here, yeah, it's nice having the amp. Oh wow, this makes so much difference. I was used to the old bow, I forgot I'm on... Whoa! Hi little fella, can you just bugger off? Those guys are scary in this game too. A little itty bitty zombie. Oh, go away. Alright, well, I completely forgot that was a mob that existed. Oh, nice, I didn't even see that and I shot it. Goodbye. Now it feels so weird after going like at a high difficulty, jumping down a difficulty. It feels so weird, like everything's now being one-shotted. It's a weird feeling. I'm just doing it so I can just at least explore. Oh, it's a slime block. I picked up a scatter shot bow. I don't think the TNT starts wanting to explode until after I throw it. Oh, that's such a bad throw. I threw it off the cliff. Yes, because it's going to do so much down there. GG's all round. Ah, you right there. That was a witch, wasn't it? The witch is the one that throws stuff at you? Leave me alone. Fine, I will use my... What was that? I don't know what I just activated, but it happened. Goodbye. Oh, look at all the slime blocks coming after me. Oh, I gotta destroy the bruise. Alright. That's what it was that I blew up. It's like, what was that? What? Oh, that's like a... evocation robe? I think that's what it says. So I'm picking up a ton of things now. The sound effects do come straight from Minecraft too. I finally got to hear that when you get hit. It's like the same noises you would hear in Minecraft. So it's like, I do expect like a lot of sound effects to come from Minecraft. Oh my god, I am such a bad aim. Even with assisted, I am still bad. How does one be so bad at shooting when it's automated? That I do not understand. Though I suck at FPS, though you'd think for someone who has had experience with this sort of game, I'd have the capabilities of being able to shoot on auto. One over here. Apparently I've missed. I mean, this was on a harder difficulty. I think I'd be dead. Take them. Luckily, they've got a glow on them, so you can still see them even in, like, deep grass. I swear I had one highlighted and it didn't reach. Daggers? Oh, they're weaker. Alright, we got transported to a brand new... Okay, that was a... Did you just moon me? Did I just get a moon pie from the witch? Oh, I was like, what's wrong with the screen? It's a freaking Enderman! There's Endermans in this game! Oh my god, they're just as terrifying as the actual vanilla... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. They're just as terrifying as in vanilla. Ah! Oh, dear Lord, please save me. Ah, I was wondering why the screen went all fuzzy, like, what the hell's going on with the graphics? Ah, and I realized what was chasing me. The equivalent of, like, Slenderman for Minecraft. Oh. Well, the ambience definitely did ramp up, that's for sure, from what I could hear. I was too busy panicking that I was gonna die to Slender. Whew. Might heal up, actually. Just in case. I'd suddenly get a bit of Gaussian blur. And realize there's a big slendy Enderman coming after me. Nice. Haha, you can do that. I was curious if you could like skip over certain parts with the roll attack. I think I'm going up here. Are we going this way or the other way? anything at all down here? Besides emeralds? Nah, I'm going backwards, ain't I? Alright, well that's a shame. Like, there might be some type of secret. If I keep going, I'm probably gonna end up somewhere else, ain't I? I mean, yes, there is a chest. But there's no, like, big baddie boss that comes out and tries to kill you like you'd expect in Diablo. I mean, yes, I get the accessibility stuff that I was going on about, making it easier for younger players to play, because Minecraft definitely has that younger demographic, but that is so disappointing. Like, you come out all this way and you just get a chest, that's it. Whereas Diablo would be like, "Oi, we're gonna take you down with this big boss monster, it's a sub-boss, or a little mini-boss," and you get your ass handed to you from it. So, it's just tiny little things like that, but as I said, I retract my comment if that does happen on higher difficulties. Like, even on level 1 Diablo that does happen, so I don't know, it could be just because it's a lower difficulty that doesn't happen. But it's just little things like that, I think it's what this game is missing. It's the element of surprise, where suddenly a big mob spawn or a monster house just suddenly spawns on ya. Considering it's Minecraft dungeons, emphasis on dungeons. Or I've just been playing too much mystery dungeon type of games to just have that in my head. But the element of surprise is definitely something I think hasn't been utilised all that well. And by element of surprise, I mean you kind of just walk off the beaten track and then all of a sudden you get surrounded by a whole bunch of enemies. That type of element of surprise. So it makes it more exciting to go off the track and be like, oh wow, there's a bunch of enemies coming after me. And it makes you then wonder, should you stick to the beaten track or do you go off the track for, well, a lot of experience? Or a chance for a rare drop. Can I just move out of the poison cloud? There's witches everywhere. Leave me alone. I do not want to be a wizard. Supplies? I think we're about halfway through the level, if that's any signification. What's that? Oh wow, I picked up that's a lot of emeralds. Level up. Where am I going? See, that's the thing, you can almost run past a ton of these mobs, but as I said, it is level 1, so that's expected. Trying to figure out, like, certain things you can exploit at weaker levels, just for the sake of exploring at this point. As I said, I do like the fact that the strafe or the dodge, or the roll, whatever you want to call it, allows you to jump over little gaps. That's really cool, because it means if there is speedrunning for this game, which, okay, hello? Which would surprise me if there is. Corrupted Cauldron, using that type of movement tech could create ways of, like, beating the game a lot faster, or just getting through the levels faster. Although this is pretty cool. This is what I expect, you know, as a mini-boss during a level when you go off the beaten track and you get to, like, a dead end. And something like this spawns. That's what I mean. The elements of surprise, just out of nowhere, a boss like that just suddenly spawns, instead of just being at the end of the game. Give me something like that mid-game. Or mid-dungeon. Monster house me, if you will. if it did something like that, then that would amp up the, like, excitement and its surprise element so much, and would make it almost worth going off the beat. I am nearly dead! I didn't mean to hit that. I'm nearly there for recharge, just a wee bit more. Got it. Okay, in high difficulty, I would not be able to do that. Surely not. I was like, I had the kite. Nearly got it. Got it. Hunting bow. Oh, there was a dynamite. How long has that been sitting there? That would have been handy. I generally didn't see that. I was more focused on trying to survive at that point. Is there anything else around here? That's kind of the perfect example of what I want, you know, somewhere hidden in the dungeon, is a surprise boss to just pop out of nowhere. And it spawns with it a bunch of enemies and can respawn more enemies.
And it'll be a long time.
That's what I kind of feel like is needed in some of the dungeon points on harder, even if on harder difficulties. On easier difficulties, okay, so be it. But on harder difficulties, if I don't see that, then I will be disappointed. Because that's what it needs, that element of surprise of, you've gone off the beaten track, have this then. And that would make me a very happy player. Because then it's my choice if I go off the beaten track and then get my ass whooped. Harvester. The harvester siphons the souls of the dead before releasing them in a cluster hex of power. Alright, well, I think for now, that's gonna do it for the first impression. So, did we answer the question? Is this gonna be perfect for streams? Yes, it is gonna be really good for streams. It's gonna be really good to play with other people on the stream for sure. And yes, you can just hold down the arrows, I just realised that, and I'm going to use up all my arrows. I thought you would have had infinite arrows out here, but apparently not. Oh, I died. You can't even re-pick up your arrows. That's sad. Can you? I don't think you can do that in Minecraft, so I guess that's a thing Sickle was a ceremonial weapon that hails from the same region as the desert temple. How many emeralds have I got left? Pickaxe, power of 6. So yeah, I could definitely see this being a stream game for sure that I can definitely play with other people. Or even just on Discord with members or Twitch subs at the same time. That's... casually, I could do that. As a series... I probably can. I did consider doing Diablo as a series, as later down the track. I could potentially do this as a series, who knows? I gotta play it first before I decide that. But it does also have serious potential as well, so it definitely is a stream game that I see myself playing. I can even see myself playing this casually too. I seem to just... radiate to these type of games. I've always loved the MMO genre. So to have another one besides Diablo, as I said, I gotta return back to Pillars of Eternity sometime, so that's another one I've got to play. This is now on my radar, which is good. If it is on the Switch too, that makes it better. I'll be able to play this on the go, which is good. So it might become another permanent game on my Switch as well. On the PS4, performance-wise, it does make me a little bit iffy though about the Switch, considering I did have moments where there was lag. Which does concern me, considering it, as I said, I'm pretty sure this is playing at 720p. So it's not even using, like, the PlayStation Pro's, like, maximum amount of performance, so... I'm a wee bit iffy. So if this is on the Nintendo Switch, and anyone does play it on the Nintendo Switch version, let me know if there is any FPS drops. I'm curious about that. This should be on PC version. So I'm generally curious which one's gonna have the better performance overall. It could very well be the PC version if that's the case. If there is a PC version, that'd have to be. The other thing I want to know, too, is if there's crossplay. I think by the time this video goes out, I would have already done a stream for it for the charity stuff that I'm doing for the Starlight Children's Foundation, so I probably already would have done a stream on this and had the answer done. But for those who don't see that stream, is there crossplay stuff so people on Switch can play with PlayStation people? If not, then that's another issue as well. Considering this is Xbox, I would assume there would be. Local players, I'm not online. I don't know how to go online at this point. Oh! Yeah, no, let's not bring up that stuff just yet. Not on my PlayStation, not when I'm not on stream. Because if it is crossplay, I don't think it is. PlayStation may not be. But, because I know Sony doesn't like doing crossplay stuff at all, but if there is crossplay, then I might have to do it on like PC or Switch or whatever version does have crossplay. Alright, anyways, the lag, like the FPS was my only concern. OST, it fits. From what I've seen so far, it fits. It's more of a question of when the really intense moments kick in, does it amp up enough to fit that situation? I wasn't paying attention to the music in that boss battle, so oopsies! It probably does. I just wasn't paying attention. Most times you wouldn't be paying attention anyways, or in co-op you would be talking and not paying attention to that music anyways. Visually, it's nice. I do like the visual stuff. It's Minecraft, what do you expect? But it still does look really nice regardless. The voxel style comes out very well. Even stuff that you don't see in Minecraft still works in particularly well. There's some that look a little odd. But it might look odd because I'm not used to seeing it. That could be that type of thing. Otherwise, it's a fun game, and I've enjoyed it. There's little critiques here and there that could be my Diablo player inside of me talking. But the more I play it will probably determine if those critiques of mine still stand, or if it's just me being a little too harsh because I've played other MMOs that I'm used to, and it's not like I have a standard, it's just something I expect at this point, just playing other ones. As I said, it could very well work, not having like the extra little mini bosses at the end, like scattered throughout the dungeon, but I do like element of surprise. And other players do, because it means you go off and there's a chance for extra experience, a chance for a rare pickup, that type of thing, which is why I said in these type of games, those type of spawns tend to be like really satisfying to do, especially on lower levels, because you can pick up some rare items that could give you an advantage, whereas players who don't go off the beaten track miss that type of opportunity and then they struggle later down the track. Plus it's also a show off a skill as well, so you could be on a level 1 difficulty but have a level 3 monster spawn in off the beaten track, for example. That's the type of thing I think this game is missing, but that could be, again, a bit more of a personal preference kicking in there since, you know, Diablo and all that. Hopefully the Diablo comparisons wasn't too bad in this game, because that's what I did come into this game thinking, and certain parts of it did make me think of Diablo straight away, which is why I've immediately jumped into Diablo comparison, so hopefully it wasn't that bad. Now that I probably look like on the video, it probably will be bad, of like, oopsies, my bad. But then again, as I said, Diablo I think kind of has made the standards for this type of genre, so I don't know, it's nice to compare with other games, I guess, sometimes, as long as there's like a fair criticism on this game by itself. But as I said, by itself, it definitely is a fun game, and I'm willing to definitely give it a shot on stream, and definitely try it out casually as well. I think that was the main point, that's a TLDR. Yes, I will definitely play this on stream. Series, I will give it a go once I've beaten the game once. And I think that's gonna be it. I think I've rambled on enough now. So with that, thank you so much for sitting in and listening to this idiot blabber on about how this game should be Diablo. I am so sorry. As I said, I've just, now that I think about it, oopsies, I think that's what it came across, which no, I didn't want that to come across as it should be Diablo. It's just a comparison that I was trying to do between the two of them. So I apologize if it came off like that, but as a standalone, without thinking about Diablo, It is a good game. That's my TLDR. Just forget that I mentioned Diablo. So sorry. Anyways, until the next first impressions, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!